Well, good morning. Welcome to another beautiful, if really hot, beach clean adventure. It's a couple days after 4th of July, so I just wanted to head on up this beach where there was a fireworks show, spoiler alert, on 4th of July, and see what fireworks remnants we can find. I read a statistic recently that 4th of July is the most beach trashed day of the year, so in my observations in the past, that's proven true. And I'm just curious how much has been cleaned up from this fireworks show, and whether or not that's the case, what we can find along those lines. So yeah, just go for a nice little hike and pick up other trash along the way, because as always, you never know what else you run into. So let's take a look. Oh, here is some trash. Looks like a fruit or grape tin or something like that. You know, a lot of times people, when they clean a beach, they head down right towards the water, or at least the tide line, wherever that has come up most recently. And that's always good, because you'll see trash kind of come up in those tide lines and settle there. But if you come back to, I don't know, wherever the dunes are, or forest or woods edges, you can find a lot more stuff that people typically don't think to walk along and check. And there's always new stuff washing down from roadsides and stuff in storms and that sort of thing. So yeah, something like this, which I mean, by all accounts does look like summer type trash, because it, I don't know, seems like a snacky type thing. Might have come from street side runoff too, and just kind of got abandoned on this stretch by the woods itself. So always good if you're not finding things, especially down by the water. Come up a little bit higher and yeah, you'll find stuff. So good to pick up. Classic summertime trash right here. Abandoned shoes, abandoned plastic. Well, no fireworks yet, but like you see, there's plenty of other runoff type trash, such as tampons. So like we said, that's coming down from uphill street side runoff type trash, probably tipped over garbage cans, that sort of thing. So yeah, good to get. If I look suddenly crazier than even usual, it's because it is humid out here. Sometimes friends of mine from across the country, they talk to me about weather and doing detrashing and stuff, and they'll see or hear the temperature here and be like, oh, that's not that hot, it's only 80 whatever degrees Fahrenheit. But the humidity just sucks the life out of you. So I've already dunked in the water once, and I'm planning to go back in. Always good to stay cool this time of year, so bring lots of water on your beach cleans, and if you have a beautiful beach, enjoy it too. It's nice to enjoy what you're cleaning up. So I'm going to be doing lots of that as we move forward today. Oh my God, it's my old arch nemesis. If you don't know what I mean by arch nemesis, go back and look up tennis ball beach clean on my channel, and you'll know what I mean very quickly. So still finding these, and good to pick up. Aha, I think I found our first firework trash piece. Yep. Now you might be wondering, how do I know that this is firework trash? I can just tell, honestly, from over the years, now having found these shaped objects. And this looks like mostly cardboard, maybe a little bit of plastic inside. So I guess, all things considered, not the worst trash I have found. And it actually looks like in this area where I'm pretty much right where I think they had this fireworks show. And by all accounts on social media, it was a very big fireworks show. They've done a fantastic job relatively of cleaning up after themselves. However, if there's trash here, I will find it. And I've already started to find some. So I'm going to check in particularly the tide lines, because like I said, the tide line reeds, grass, that sort of stuff. That's where you get a lot of stuff that either washes up from other fireworks shows maybe, or just gets hidden there. So that's actually exactly where I found this piece, which I assume was from that fireworks show, but could have been from somewhere else. you never know. Trash starts moving pretty quickly in the days after an event like 4th of July. So keep our eyes out. There's lots of other summertime trash here to get. So either way, we'll pick up plenty. I've been finding a lot of these things too, which they look like little kind of like duct taped plastic fusey type things. I don't know if anybody knows exactly what these are. Please comment in the comments, because I feel like these are firework related. And again, I think that maybe they're like fuses or something along those lines, but I just now realized that they might be connected to 4th of July trash. I always thought that they were fishing things, but I just found a swath of them, maybe like 6 or 7 of them kind of in a row, again in these Tideline reeds. So I'm assuming that these are from 4th of July shows. And yeah, these are definitely plasticky, and anything plasticky is good to get out of the ocean. So cool to find, because this blends in really well, like I said, in these Tideline areas. So glad I spotted these. And of course, no beach clean is complete without finding electrical wiring, which is not going to focus because it's so thin. Oh, there it is. Don't know what this is from. Could be from, I don't know, maybe lighting fuses for fireworks or something, but would explain an oddity like this being on the beach potentially. So it's plastic all the same, at least some of it. More of those cardboard type casing things. Yeah, these cardboard cases, and again, I'm gonna call them fusey things, are all in this Tideline. Wow, you can see how well it blends in, right? It's crazy. Yeah, you can see some of this is even, like, look how hidden this is. Tangled in this seaweed now. That's one of those fusey things, and a bottle cap. Bonus trash. Always good. You know, one thing I notice about these things too is that they're super sticky. There's some sort of, I guess it's tape, and I guess with tape comes glue. Anyways, yeah, you can sort of see like rocks and seaweed and stuff is sticking onto it, which I feel like that's not a great sign. Don't know exactly what type of glue or chemical or adhesive this might be, but probably not great for marine life. So I assume another good reason to pick these up, and there are a ton. It was almost like I hit a certain distance and then boom, they started popping up, which kind of makes sense, right? If you're launching fireworks off from pretty much the same spot, you're gonna have a lot of that debris land in the same spot. So some of them are in the Tideline, but now, again, like I said, back sort of closer to these dunes, I'm finding a lot more of these just left in the sand. So great to pick up. I mean, just look at this here. I'm finding dozens and dozens and dozens of these things. Wow. Yeah, now I'm finding these different color ones over here, and ground zero of firework trash. These red ones, yellow ones. These are all plastic tubings of some sort from firework casings, I guess. So definitely gonna pick these up too. Wow, yeah, you can actually see the fuses still on some of these. Which, now that I mention it, let's hope is not unexploded ordnance. It is hot out here. So I thought that I had found ground zero of firework trash, but now I realize over here is actually where ground zero is. Holy cow. Everything that I found so far, super concentrated up here. A little bit away from the water. But yeah, that's where a lot of more intact stuff is. So it's unfortunately good pickings. All right, well, that was quite the hot search. Luckily, nothing exploded on me, and yeah, I pretty much filled up my bag here. So much so that well, my strap actually broke yesterday, but I tried to reconnect it and it wasn't having it. So I'm gonna have to reinforce the strap with some duct tape. But yeah, pretty full load here, and I'm gonna have to come back and get more. Like I said, I mean, the first half of this beach, not a ton of trash, pretty well maintained for this time of the year, which was nice to see. But as soon as I got to a certain point, these guys, of course, started springing up. And yeah, it's amazing what you learn. I mean, I mentioned initially before today, I thought that this was some sort of, I don't know why, it kind of looks like string. So I thought it was something to do with fishing lines or a fisherman. But this is totally a firework related thing. I mean, you can see in some of these other pieces, it's they have these connectors, and I saw it connected to some other cardboard type bits. So definitely that's firework type trash. And of course, when I got to firework trash ground zero, I started finding these more colorful type tubes, which are definitely firework type things as well. And of course the cardboard casings, which I'm not too worried about. I mean, those are always great to get too, but this plastic stuff, obviously, you want to make sure to get. And I even found these little casing type pieces, which I don't know what type of firework this belongs to, but there was enough of them concentrated with the firework trash that I have to assume that it's firework related as well. So yeah, not too surprising. You know, I had thought that they did a pretty good job cleaning up here, and I would imagine that they did clean up a lot of the big stuff. So sometimes when you do a post 4th of July beach clean, you'll find a lot of those big cartons, big containers with the holes in them that the fireworks shoot out of, but the casings that go flying or explode and end up falling from the sky, not so much, right? Because they might have shot them off over there however many yards away, and the casings fall in wherever. It's already dark. Unless somebody comes the next day or days moving forward, it's not going to get picked up. So obviously I think that's what happened here. So yeah, interesting. I definitely learned a little bit about identifying some more of these objects, which is always great, always key. And it's funny, once I started noticing a few, I noticed all of them, right? And that's something that I always say with different types of beach trash. Time and time again, first time beach cleaners, they tell me, I had no idea that there was this much of this stuff actually out there, whether it's cigarette butts, bottle caps, whatever else, straws, the more common stuff, and then sometimes the seemingly more rare stuff like the tampon I found earlier. Once you find one, you start to know how to identify it, where to look a little bit better, and you find no shortage of them, unfortunately. So yeah, definitely stuff that I'm going to be able to better identify moving forward, which is good. And like I said, I'll be back out here in the coming days to get more of this stuff, but it is brutally hot out here. So I'm going to take another dive in and go about my day. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with this haul. Not happy that I found it all, but good to know that it's here and I can get to it pretty easily. So the only other thing I was curious about would be if anybody in the comments knows of, I was seeing on social media some posts about alternatives to fireworks shows. I don't know quite what that means, like maybe light shows or something like that, but I'm interested to learn more about that. So whether more sustainable fireworks, I mean, who the heck knows? This is why I always ask these questions, because you guys in the comments usually provide really cool, interesting ideas or resources as well. So if you have any ideas or alternatives, whether experiences or things you're involved in with yourself, different activities, more sustainable firework-like activities, I have no idea, but I would be, again, curious to learn more. So anyways, yeah, that's pretty much everything for today. Like I said, I gotta go cool off. So thank you guys again, as always. It's great to be out here this time of year despite the heat. Absolutely beautiful. I have my chirpy friends with me, so that's cool. And if you like this sort of insanity, please, there's a subscribe button somewhere over here, and you'll get more of this madness and new types of trash adventures. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, stay safe out there, be well, clean well, and I will see you on the beach.